Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. Steffy and Hope cross swords yet again, and Finn is left torn after two unexpected visits. The bold and the beautiful Shyla pops in on Finn, Liam pays visits to Deacon and Steffy, and Hope gives Finn news. All products and services featured are independently chosen by editors. However, soaps.com may receive a commission on orders placed through its retail links, and the retailer may receive certain auditable data for accounting purposes. At Forrester, Hope thinks about Deacon asking her to be in his wedding to Shyla. Her phone rings and it's Deacon looking for an update. Will she and Finn be maid of honor and best man? Hope isn't sure yet and lets him go when Steffy comes in. She disconnects and Steffy wonders if that was her gullible father calling to tell her how excited he is that the nine-toed psycho is back. Hope asks if Steffy could schedule a meeting if she wants to talk. She walks in and criticizes her dad and expects her to drop everything. Not to mention Thomas and Douglas are on the other side of the world right now. She has every reason to be frustrated with her. Steffy thought they'd moved on from this. She was looking out for her brother and says the whole situation was really messy. She was turning into her mom. Hope says she wasn't using Thomas. Steffy disagrees. She doesn't want to hear the whole victim story. She's bored and over it. Hope suggests she focus on her own life and her own husband, given everything. Steffy asks, what's that supposed to mean? Hope tells her Finn is going through a lot right now and it's insensitive of Steffy to discount his complicated feelings for his birth mother, Tim. Steffy reminds her they're talking about Shyla Carter. She doesn't even know why she has to explain this to her, it should be so obvious. Hope snarks, oh, you want me to butt out of something that doesn't concern me. Steffy says, yes, I do, but if you want to interfere in my marriage I'll tell you this. Finn and I talked. He knows exactly where I stand. He won't be seeing Shyla again. In his office, Finn flashes to rescuing Shyla in the warehouse. A knock comes at the door. It's Shyla quipping, will the doctor see me now? Finn looks confused. Shyla laughs, hello son. She explains she was there for a follow-up appointment and is in surprisingly good health considering what she went through. Shyla senses Finn isn't glad to see her. Finn doesn't think it's a good idea for her to be dropping by his office like this. Shyla asks, is that how you truly feel, or is that what Steffy wants? Shyla knows he meant what he said after her rescued her. You were thrilled that we had another chance at a relationship. Clearly Steffy doesn't feel the same way. She complains that she still holds suspicion and animosity against her. Finn reminds her Steffy's the love of his life and has been through a lot. Shyla thinks it must be difficult for him to be torn between his mother and his wife. She sees a wonderful future ahead and truly hopes she gets to share it with him. Finn wants the best for Shyla and tells her a step in the right direction would be counseling. He believes she has changed, but it would be good to go further with a professional so she doesn't go back to the woman she was before. Shyla vows she'll never go back. She has so much to live for, including a son she loves and respects so very much. Liam walks into Il Giardino and Deacon guesses he's not there for vegan tofu pizza. Liam complains that his girlfriend remains a threat to Steffy and her family and he and Finn just aren't appreciating the gravity of that. Deacon argues that people are capable of change. Liam gets that. Deacon says he has a blind spot when it comes to Shyla. Liam says she has a long and dangerous pattern of behavior. He reminds Deacon that he's hanging everything on one thing. Shyla having told him that she did a good thing. Deacon asks, that means nothing to you, right? Liam says what means something to him is Steffy and his kid, and their safety. Deacon gets that as a father but wants him to stop using it as an excuse to beat up on Shyla, who has gone through hell. He fumes, it's like I'm talking to a brick wall. Liam says he is, because he'll never be fooled by Shyla the way he and Finn have been. At Forrester, Steffy is working alone when Liam comes in. He says he was just with Deacon. He still can't even get over the fact that Shyla's alive. Steffy says Deacon's a fool for thinking Shyla is different now than she was before Sugar showed up. One thing she knows for sure is that it doesn't change anything for her and Finn. Shyla joins Deacon at the restaurant and tells him the checkup went great. It also gave her a chance to visit with her handsome son. They kiss. Sitting down, Deacon is pleased Finn made time for his mama. She says their relationship has changed for the better. She can only imagine how much closer they'd be if Steffy wasn't involved. It's so clear that she's gotten into Finn's head again. She assures Deacon he won't get upset and lash out. Deacon is glad to hear it, because that would mess up his master plan. Shyla learns he's asked Hope and Finn to stand up for them at their wedding. Hope pops in on Finn at his office and he asks what brings her by. She says she comes bearing news. Your birth mother, Tim, and my father, they're engaged. Finn doesn't know how he feels about this. He says Shyla was there earlier and referred to her bright future. What about you? How do you feel about our parents being married? Hope says she's conflicted. She has her issues and concerns with regard to Shyla. No offense. Finn understands, but she's his birth mother, Tim, and he feels a tie he's never been able to fully explain. Hope assures him no explanation is needed where she's concerned. She tells him that Deacon wants her to be Shyla's maid of honor, and she's on the fence. Finn guesses Deacon wants him there too. Hope says it's more than that, he wants him to be best man. Finn rubs his forehead. There's no way Steffy would understand, let alone accept this. Hope asks what he'd want if his wife wasn't in the equation. Her dad did say it would be the biggest gift. Finn asks if she's thinking about saying yes. Hope isn't sure, she just thinks it would be easier if he was there too. At Forrester, Liam muses, so you laid down the law with Finn. Steffy nods, my husband knows Shyla won't be part of his life. In his office, Finn looks conflicted as Hope looks at him questioningly.